Yeah, let's move on from the kids next door theory and what you said about Ed, Ed and Eddie about your video that you're gonna do a theory on. Oh yeah, that one. Well, there's several things that there have unanswered questions about Ed, Ed and Eddie in the TV show. Like for example, the one that's is talk about the most. What's under Double D's hat? I mean, there's been a lot of what's under Double D's hat. Maybe he has bad haircut or he's bald. Okay, that's the most stupidest thing I've ever heard. What? I'm just saying. Well, it could be a possibility, but what about the game with the cafeteria in the food fight? We saw Double D took off his hat. Well, yes, but that doesn't count because it's not canon. If that's actually Double D's head or hair, because it's not confirmed because that game is non-canon. Right. So what else? And our second theory about is why did the Kanker sisters call the Eds their boyfriends? Because there's no even sign of the Eds ever even referring to the Kankers as their girlfriends. Because in every episode, they always run away from them, ended up getting kissed, and you know what. Ugh, don't say that. Yeah, yeah, every time when the Eds are involved with the Kankers, it always ends in. I'm not even gonna say it because I'd rather not say it. Yeah, it's pretty disturbing and kind of creepy. But you do has a good point. Why did the Kankers even assume that the Eds are their boyfriends? They never even dated. I mean, heck, they never even have a specific reason why they called the Eds their boyfriends when they are not dating. Yeah, I find it really weird. It's strange. What do you think? When you saw the Ed, Ed, and Eddie TV show, do you notice anything weird and strange about how the Kanker sisters assumed that the Eds are their boyfriends, even though they're not dating or never been confirmed or anything? What do you guys think? Who are you talking to? Oh, nothing, nothing. Right. Well, we put a theory on why they assumed. It's either obsession or I can't even find the word what they described. It is the opposite of obsession. What is it? Hmm. Possessive? No, no, no. The other one that I can't find what it is. Hmm. Well, whatever the reason is on why those three cankers are so obsessed with the Eds and calling them their boyfriends, even though they are not dating, it's still a mystery that we never know about. If I remember correctly, I watched the movie of Ed and Eddie. I think there was gonna be there's gonna be a reveal that they reveal Double D's hat. It was gonna be a big reveal, but unfortunately, they didn't. It was that might. If I remember correctly from the article, either the creator or the script writer of the movie, it said that there was a scene planned for Ed and Eddie's Big Picture show that was not that were not used, and one involved Double D removing his hat and showing off his head. But it never made it to the final cut, which is why it was never even been planned. So, why did they not show it? I mean, come on. It's not like they're gonna make another season of Ed, Ed, and Eddie because that season is over. What's the point of keeping secrets if you're finished with that series? That movie was supposed to be the ending and the finish of the Ed and Eddie. I mean, come on. What are they hiding? Are they secretly planning to make a season of Ed and Eddie? Which is, I highly doubt they would do that. I mean, you aren't wrong. But seriously, why would they cut out Double D Hat's reveal in that film of the cutscene or a deleted scene or scrapped? Why not ask the creator about it? Well, like Earl said, I highly doubt the creators of that film would ever answer a question on why they decided to cut out the scene where Double D's hat and his head would be revealed. I highly doubt they would respond to that. Why not message them on Twitter or Facebook? Even if we wanted to or try, it won't work because they will not respond. Why don't you do it? Alright. If they don't respond, no talk, no answer. Alright. So, and there's this final and third theory that we've been thinking about Rolf. Where does Rolf come from? From another country? Yeah, I always wonder about that. In every episode, Rolf always refers to his home as the old country. What old country specifically? It's never been stated or even been shown. Well, I know I have stupid theories, but hear me out. What if Rolf comes from a certain different type of Europe, like Germany, Switzerland, Norway, or Hungary, and what's that one that's called in Europe, that country? I forgot what it's called. Let me think. Turkey and Netherlands. Well, it's not known where Rolf comes from different types of Europe. The first thing we thought is Switzerland, but we crossed that out. Second one would be Austria, Turkey, or Norway. Well, whatever Rolf country is, we'll never know about. There are some theories that we thought of planning on our YouTube channel about the Eds, which is what happened to Jimmy's teeth. Because at every episode in the show, he always has a retainer and braces. But unfortunately, we found out what happened. Oh yeah, that. I saw it. And they got beat up by Sarah. And I always wonder, did Jimmy's parents even file a lawsuit against them? Okay, that's stupid. I highly doubt an adult will press a lawsuit against a child making a scam. Can they? Yes, they can. An adult can file a lawsuit against a child, but there are some limitations. Generally, a lawsuit against a minor can be pursued, but it's often more effective to sue the minor's parents for damages if the child's actions are considered malice or willful. So technically, it would count. I mean, if the Eds scammed Jimmy and he broke his teeth and bit a bowling ball, I always wonder what happened after the whole incident. Well, in the show, it does not specify the aftermath of Jimmy's, well, teeth been broken. It's never specified or even stated about it. Right. Well, besides your TV show theories, what about video games or anime? Well, we thought of video games theory, but anime theories, we never even thought about it or haven't been able to come up with any ideas. Right. Well, looks you know what time it is, right? Yep. Looks like we're gonna have to. Looks like we're going back to see Scorpio about his. Well, how he figured it out from the start of the first episode of High School DxD, and the whole thing of Issei being manipulated to die by the hands of a fallen angel, being reincarnated as a devil. So yeah, that's the one. Well, what are we waiting for, guys? Let's go. All right. You coming? Yeah, you know, things have changed since, well, yeah, the whole thing of you and Scorpio arguing. Yeah, but I now finally realize that Rias is not the person that's thinks she is. I can't believe she actually let him die at the Fallen Angels. I mean, how could she? Yeah, I figured it out many years ago. Well, there has been some theories about it. I even read it on Reddit about it that Rias let Issei die. And some of the Reddit and the comments are not very good at all. And some of them are really, really, really bad. I mean, heck, there's even fanfics, like many fanfictions of Rias being depicted as a manipulative and spoiled, power hungry bee. I mean, there's a whole lot of them, and they're not really pretty and not good. I mean, yes, we've seen the show that she can be very a spoiled girl, but very seductive and manipulative. Yeah, that is true. In some fan fictions depicted her, it's always with death in it. Well, not all with death, but with punishment, like being stripped of her status, being heir to the Gremory clan, or banished. I mean, heck, there's even that one or two fanfics about, which I cannot say, but think of Goblin Slayer with the goblins, Oh, that. Yee. Don't remind me of that. That's disturbing. Yeah, but I have a question. One, is there any videos about why did Rias let Issei die? On YouTube. Well, let me check. Well, it says here there is no video about why did Rias let Issei die or why they hate Rias so much. Not a single video of it or anything. So that means Well, if I'm correct, if I'm wrong, I'm guessing we're the first ones. I mean, there are no people talking about it, so why don't we talk about it? Yeah, I guess. So, anyways, we should probably go. Alright, I'm right behind you. This concludes the video. Like and subscribe, and see you later, guys.